starting point is from what you've seen of Auburn so far. I guess what are some of your observations of the
Really,
city?
all I've seen is the Seward House
Seward
in
House?
here. But the Seward House is fabulous, and I love being there and learning more of that history and seeing what a great job they've done in preserving it.
Any specific items there that you
Well,
took a look
the
at?
staff was very kind and brought out some items relating to Fanny Seward's life and her clothes, because I've gotten quite intrigued with her diary.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Yeah, that's a good
Fanny
question.
Seward tells a wonderful story. She was in Washington through the Civil War. She started her diary ranges from the period 1858 to 1866, which is a period that I'm writing about in my current book.
When will that come out?
Who knows?
Question your editor asks you every day. You've written a number of historic books. Could you tell us who your number one and number two
No.
women in history?
No. We just had this conversation. I never have favorites among my women. There's some that I'd love to have dinner with. There are others that I'd love to deliver a lecture. There's some that I'd like to sit and do needlepoint with. But they're all different. They're all interesting in their own ways.
Who's coming to dinner?
Sally J. should come to dinner, definitely. Actually, I'd prefer to go to dinner at her house. And you'd always want to be with Dolly Madison, although she would be guarded.
And for those who don't know who Sally J. was?
Sarah Livingston Jay was the daughter of William Jay, who was the first patriot governor of New Jersey. She was one of 5 very feisty girls. And she married John Jay, who was the president of the Continental Congress, and then went to Paris he went to Spain first, and then Paris to negotiate the Treaty of Peace with Great Britain. He later became the Chief Justice of the United States, and he was not well liked, and there's no J Street in Washington. But she was fun.
And so what's your book going to be about?
I'm writing about the Civil War in Washington and how it changed the lives of the influential women there, and they went from being belles to being very purposeful and understood that the way to affect change was through public policy. And so it changed their lives, it changed the city, and eventually changed the world.